Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a bootable USB drive so that you can use it to install Windows. So here's the things that we're going to be needing. First, we're going to be requiring an USB drive. For example, I have this one. It's a Kingston USB drive with 8 gigabytes of space, and that is the hardware part. The software part is this. We're going to be using two items, which is the Windows 10 64-bit ISO image that I have here and the Rufus 2.18 utility to create the bootable drive. If you don't have these two pieces of software, you can get them from the following addresses. Here's the one for Rufus, and also I will leave the links on the description of the video, and you can click on them and it will take you there. And also you need to get your Windows ISO image file so you can use it. So here we go. Let's go ahead and grab our USB drive, and we're going to use one of the available USB ports that I have on the computer. In this case I have one over here, and I'm going to insert my USB drive there. Alright, so to make sure that is already in my computer and make sure it recognizes it, we're going to open up my computer, and then as I can see here, I can look at my USB drive is identified with the letter H. Alright, so after that we have to start Rufus by double clicking. You get a little warning over there, just say yes. You will be getting this interface, and it already identifies that you have an available USB drive to work with. As you can see there, I see mine with 7.8 gigabytes, and the letter assigned to it is H, and it says no label. Okay, the file system, we're going to be choosing FAT32, which is the default. Okay, and then the new volume label, we can leave it blank for right now, don't worry about it. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to select the type of bootable disk that we're going to be using. We're going to be using an ISO image, which is the one that I have already downloaded that I showed you earlier, which is my Windows 10 64-bit ISO image file. Okay, and then we're going to go browse for it. Click on the browse button that is on the right side over here, and make sure that you navigate to the area in your computer where you have your ISO image file. In this case, it's on my desktop, so I'll just go ahead and click it one time, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click where it says open, and Rufus will immediately recognize it, and it will start preparing it so that it could be burned into the USB drive. So this following part is optional. If you want, you can change the volume label information to the correct identification. In this case, I'm going to type W10 for Windows 10 and then the word install so that I can identify my USB drive. After that is done, my software says that it's ready, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on where it says start. I get a little warning. It tells me that everything that is on that USB drive will be erased. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. You can see visually right here on the green color progress bar over there, it tells you more or less how much of it has been done so far. So we're gonna let it do the work, and then after a while, as you can see here, it's almost done copying all the files. As you can see here, it's basically at around 90%, so it's almost complete. Let's go ahead and let it finish. Okay, so great, it looks like it's already done. You can see that with the full progress bar is complete, and it says also ready. You have the start and the about buttons available. So we're just gonna go ahead and click where it says close, and let's go ahead and pretend that we're gonna be installing Windows 10 in this laptop that I have over here. Okay, so in this example, I'm gonna leave it on my USB drive. As you can see here, I'm gonna pretend that I'm gonna be installing it on this laptop that I have here. So I'll make sure I leave the USB drive on my USB port that I'm gonna be using to install Windows, and I'm gonna turn off my laptop. Okay, so this is very important. We're gonna make sure the USB drive, bootable USB drive, is on the USB port, and depending on the type of computer that you have, maybe yours uses the F2 or the delete key. Mine is a Dell laptop, so on this one I use the F12 key. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the power button, and I'm gonna be pressing the F12 key like twice every second until I get a menu like you can see here on my screen. And using my arrow keys, I'm gonna go ahead and select the second option in this case that says USB storage device, so that I can boot off of that. Okay, after I have selected it, I will go ahead and hit enter, and right away I will press any key, because that's what you saw right there on the upper left corner. It said press any key to boot from the USB drive, and then the computer is already reading the USB drive that I have already plugged in here, and basically it's going to take me through the installation process of Windows. If you would like to see another tutorial on which I show you how to install Windows from scratch, check some of my other videos. I'm pretty sure you're going to find it over there. Okay, so I hope this video was useful to you, and if you have any comments, leave them on the sections below, and thank you very much for watching. Take care.